Hello and welcome to Boring Dad Gaming, where today I'm going to be playing a new game on the channel. Kind of. This is The Last Spell. Now I did play this very early on my channel, nearly a year ago when it was still in early access. Just a few episodes just to kind of introduce it. I wouldn't recommend going back. I just started out and things were a little bit rough, honestly. But as of this week, the game is now out of early access into full release. I haven't played it for a long time, actually. I played it a decent amount. I probably put about 30 hours into it, I think, during the early access. But got to a point where I thought I don't want to spoil it for myself when it comes out, so I'll leave it here, and when it comes out, I'll pick it up then. So here we are. For anyone who doesn't know, it's a game where you're kind of defending a central point, like a base, against waves of monsters that come in. And they attack during the night. During the days, you can kind of develop your base and put in defenses and buy weapons, that sort of thing. And it's really, really hard, so I can't remember if we're going to get given the choice of a difficulty setting. But if and when I do, I will be picking the easy setting, because it is rock hard. War. For centuries, the world was engulfed in never-ending strife and chaos. Elves fighting dwarves, dwarves fighting humans, orcs fighting everyone. The common folk were bled dry. Misery, famine, plague. Secluded in his tower, researching forbidden magic secrets, the Archmage Hieronymus Teller made an extraordinary discovery. Wild, unknown words of power to harness tremendous forces. A ritual of mass destruction, able to obliterate any city in one strike. Hoping to end all wars, he cast a spell on Glintfine, a small enemy village. A gigantic dark ball of purple flames fell from the sky and smashed into the town centre, leaving only ruins, lifeless bodies and purple fumes. The whole royal family of a neighbouring kingdom was present at that time. They all died. The king, mad with grief, ordered the military to research this new magic. He made his mages unleash hell on the closest major city. Several 100,000 died. Every kingdom sought the purple magic. Alliances were set in motion. The sky was constantly flashing purple bursts. Thundering blasts were heard every hour. War was no more, only annihilation. There was no turning back. At some point, the explosions stopped. A resounding silence. An ominous mist started to aggregate around the remaining cities. Small groups of survivors gathered. The surrounding mist was thickening. At night, they had to defend against ghastly monsters. They called them clawers. A fighter, simply known as the commander, took charge. Defences were rebuilt. Some havens emerged from the chaos. Most mages were hanged, or worse, in retribution. Some of them, fearing for their lives, tried to find an answer. They found a way. A spell. The last spell. They devised complex rituals to cleanse the corrupted runic nexus. The goal was simple, yet nearly impossible. Channel enough energy to break the remaining seals of magic, and banish all magic from this world forever. But when comes the night, terrifying mutated creatures appear. They come out of the mist to kill. The survivors' only hope is to fight night after night and protect these mages at any cost until the last spell is cast. Yeah. Okay, so tell you what, I'm I'm going to zip through all the tutorial messages because I've played it. I kind of know what's what. The lady says, being unable to scroll. Here we are. So this is our settlement. In the middle we have a mage who is trying to cast this spell, and we need to protect him until it's cast. I think it's currently a 0, but I think as he starts, we'll see a little progress bar start up, which kind of indicates how many days you're going to have to defend this this town. And there's different towns. I've never progressed past the 3rd one, so we'll see. Here we can see where the first enemy wave is going to be coming on from tonight. This is like a tutorial map, so there's only 2 possible directions they'll come from. The second being up here. So. There's not a lot to do in this first phase. All we can really do is position our hero. So I've got Meg, who is wielding a wand. So that's a magic user. Okay, so let's plonk her a little bit towards the back. We have Claire. And so these heroes are randomly generated at the beginning. Worth pointing out. In all the times I've played, though, you seem to get 1 mage, 1 melee, and 1 sort of archer type. And speaking of which, we have Meg, who is our archer, sort of positioner here. So it's going to go fairly easy on us this first night, so we're going to just end this deployment phase and see the enemies come in. Again, quite basic enemies, it's just the start of the game. Not worry too much about any of that, we'll talk about what we do as we go. So, I think for this first start of the wave, I'm going to keep my melee fighter back a little bit because I don't want to rush them too far forward and get them swamped. So while the enemies are still kind of making their way forward, I think I'm mainly going to sort of hit them with ranged attacks. If I come forward 1 more square, I'll be able to get them in sort of AoE type effect. So I get 5 out of possible 6, which is good. Kill a few of them. Worth also mentioning that you can see when you hover over an enemy, you can see its HP, its attack, its range of movement. So if I was to leave this unimpeded, this runner, he'd get all the way to my ranger. But, I mean, this might kill him outright, but we'll see. It missed, in fact. Yeah, okay. Well, it killed it outright. But when they're injured, they can't move as far or as fast. So, some of the time it's worth just injuring them instead of sort of finishing off ones that are on lower health, if it comes down to a choice. So we're going to leave Meg there. Let's bring... Are they both called Meg? Meg, Claire. The Megs. the Megs and Claire. So we have different stuff here. We can see, as we hover over the skills, we can kind of see the range. So we can see there's only 1 currently in there. But if I move here, we'll use Magic Missile. So you get 4 targets. I'll just do it like that. There we go. So here's our mana. This blue figure here. The orange figure is our action point, so we can see there's an action point cost to all the skills. This one has action points and mana cost. And this is our range of movement. Each number signifies a square of movement. So I think as they're within range, and I've got a couple of points left to use, let's just finish off those. And honestly, I'm just going to bring her back. I'm not too worried about these. They're not going to make that much progress on this next turn, so we'll just end that turn there. At the end of each night, your characters do regenerate a certain amount of health and mana, but not completely. So it's still worth keeping an eye on that and make sure you're not spending too much. Okay, so let's bring in the melee fighter now. Let's position them here. So I'm going to use their big attack with this hammer, which is going to attack all of these. So it stunned a couple. It missed this one. These ones seem a bit annoying in terms of dodging. I'm going to use Crush, which it only costs an action point, but it targets 2 squares in a row. So there we go, they've gone. Wow, she's out of movement. The melee fighter did not have a lot of movement. So what I can do with an action point remaining, I can do this, which is going to apply extra armor to our character, which will help them tank any damage that's incoming. But we might be able to make sure that they don't take too much. Let's get that one going again. I like that skill. We've got another one. This one's a little bit fussier in that it sort of does this pattern, so it's a bit hard to make proper good use of it. But I can do... There we go. That's not too bad. Let's do that. That's good. Apologies for the dog in the background. And regular watchers of the channel will know that I have a little dachshund called Max who likes to have his say. So I still have movement, but I do have another action point. So let's see if we can maybe take one out that's coming in for the fight. Not quite, but we've probably slowed it down so we can't reach them. And the other Meg 2. She got a bit of dodge. Well, let's do magic missile again. So that one actually can move in and attack. So let's finish that one off. Finish that one off. Maybe we'll put 2 on this sort of armored dude who's coming in. There we go. So those 2 possible threat. Maybe this one. I can do something about this guy. There he goes. This would actually give movement to the fighter. Maybe I'll do that. There we go. So I can still bring my mage back a little bit. And the fighter now has a couple of squares he can move. She can move, sorry. So there we go. Alright, so now when they come up to barricades and defences and stuff, they'll automatically attack those and try to destroy them. The blue bar here shows the progress of the waves towards the total you'll get in that night, and we can see that all the enemies have come in now, and there's 42 remaining. So we know exactly what we're facing now. I'm actually going to bring my fighter in here and do the big attack. She can actually do that twice. I might bring her forward again and do another one here. So it's a risky strategy to be sure, but it's taken 6 of them out and injured a few. So let's bring her there. We can always leave an action point remaining on the mage and give her a couple more squares. So the ranger. Sort of a little 2x3 square there I'd quite like to target. There, so we can get 6 in there. It's kind of about action efficiency and just, you know, making sure that you're making the best use of the attacks at your disposal. So, or action economy, I should say. Here we go. So we'll get rid of him. Got 1 action point left, loads of movement. Maybe we'll attack these runners because they can. Quite nasty if they get going. Actually, get to do another one. There we go. Then we've got the mage. I mean, we're not going to be able to kill all of these, quite obviously. But we'll use our big attack. We can use this twice. So let's start off with those. We'll just injure existing ones rather than finish off already hurt ones. We missed that one again. I want to target that runner. I'm going to try. Yeah, this one's further up, so we'll try and finish it off. There we go. So we've got quite a few injured now. She's got 1 more action point, so I think I'll actually transfer movement to the warrior. Let's bring the mage back a little bit. And we'll bring the warrior up a little bit. The warrior has action points remaining, so again, let's get their armor going. Take some damage, but the armor tanked it, so that's good. What I might do is use this crush ability just to get rid of a couple of rows of these. Ooh, interesting. Well, I might come in and do the hammer attack here. Come up a bit. So down to 20 now. So we sort of halved that remaining number in that assault. So the ranger going. Again, that's lining up quite nicely, that little group there. 5 out of 6 squares targeted, not bad. And this one, I'd like to maybe get this going down here, so let's bring them over a little bit. I quite like that because it's hitting a couple of runners, hopefully. Yeah, down to 14, so it's looking pretty good. This power attack costs the same as the big attack, but I can target enemies that are slightly closer. It's a bit of a waste that doing that. Let's bring her here. Or power attack now because it's on full health. Oh, we've run out of action points. It's fine. So now we've got second Meg, and there's quite a few just in the vicinity that are low health now. So I think we'll use a couple of magic missiles just to finish these guys off. This one's stunned, so that's not too bad. Warrior could take a couple of hits though. We'll try and save an action point for her to use to get out of the way. These two actually aren't going to get anywhere, so that's fine. Instead then, let's put a couple onto each of these. Bad. We've got one left. Let's give the warrior a little bit of extra movement. Let's bring ourselves back a bit and move the warrior back. Okay. Yeah, I think we're just going to do a couple of crushes. Move them there, and then we'll... One there. One there. Do we have movement left? Oh, did we miss? We'll do one more there. There we go. So we've got 3 left. So I don't think this should be too much trouble. Just try and use abilities that don't use mana. There we go. So we get the little breakdown of the night. Everyone leveled up. I get the number of kills. So Archer Meg got the most. S rank, not bad. Let's see what level of rewards we got. We're getting materials in gold and a piece of equipment. So we got the maximum. But that was night 1, so yeah, it's easy. I think this shows that there's going to be a harder wave coming in. But there's lots to do now in the daytime phase, so let's start working through that. First of all, I'd like to bring the heroes just kind of inside again, just so I can keep track of who's got how much energy and stuff. I'm missing one though. Are they behind this flag maybe? Yeah. There we go. She doesn't. I think she's even wearing anything on her legs. So, first of all, let's see what our gear reward was. You can normally get a choice of 3 of varying values. We've got a holy ring that takes away armor to provide healing received. I don't think so. Got a better magic wand, and you can compare that with our mage character to see if it's any better. And it's a bit better. A bit better, doing extra damage, but also more chance of critting. So that's a pretty good one to have. Or armoured boots. We should probably be for the warrior, who actually isn't wearing anything currently. But I'm going to take the blue. It's the usual sort of MMO colour guide thing. So you've got sort of whites, which aren't white. They don't have a colour, which are basic stuff. You've got green, which is slightly better. Blue, which is rare. And you have red, which are legendaries. So we're going to take the rare. We can level them up. So you level a primary stat and a secondary stat. So primary stats are things like, well, you can see some of them here, but they'll also include things like mana and stuff and so on. You can see their traits, which have different effects. I mean, they're again randomly assigned. Some of them are no pants. Oh, that's why she's not wearing trousers. You can actually see her trouser slot is locked off because she's an exhibitionist, which is it's unfortunate it's on our melee character because that's going to drastically reduce her, armor ability. But I'm not too worried because this is the introductory town, and these characters are not going to be with us for very long. But an example there of what the traits can do. Some positive, some negative. Something like block it's just a flat reduction for incoming damage, but you get 2 rerolls for a level up on a character, so it hasn't really helped us, but think I'll risk a second reroll. I mean, I might take the dodge. Chance of evading attack, because her armor's going to be terrible. Some obviously don't apply, like range damage. Might take the stun damage, because her hammer skill is a stun, the big one. So that'll just increase our chance of stunning enemies that we hit. And then we get to choose a perk. This is a good one. Fatality basically gives you a free finisher. So if you attack an enemy and they're down to, like, I don't know exactly how much, under 10 health. So it's not a percentage, it's under 10 health. But that threshold does increase for each level of the heroes, so I'm definitely taking that. It's one of my favourite skills, actually, that one. And that's that for Claire. Let's look at the Megs. Archer Meg. So the mana increase is nice, because even though she's not a mage, her big skills do require mana. So I'm tempted by that. She can hit more dodging enemies with this, which is pretty good. I might take that, actually, because those runners are really annoying. Secondary... I might reroll those. Daily health regen? Okay, well, I'll take that, I suppose. Not that useful, but... What have we got? So sprint. You can sacrifice health to get more move points. That's okay. Ooh, as long as the hero didn't move, you get extra accuracy and skill range. That's probably what I'll take for the archer. That actually feels pretty good. Yep. And you're not tied into a tree as you go down the perk tree, or at least you weren't in the early access. So I won't be locked into choosing this path. You can kind of mix and match as you go. And actually take perks from earlier levels as well if you want. So look at Meg. Mage Meg. She's another exhibition, so again, she's got no trousers. I didn't actually look at the traits of Meg. She's incompetent. Okay. But athletic and a herbalist, alright. We've got 2 exhibitionists. What are the odds, eh? We could just flat give her armor 40. I mean, it's probably of limited use on the mage, but I'll take the mana increase, I think. 7 points is not inconsiderable. Maybe increase her daily mana regen as well. Perk-wise, she's got to execute, but she's not going to be in melee with enemies, really, so I don't know about that one. Harvester, plus for every 4 enemies killed, she gets an extra daily mana regen. It's not too bad, actually. For every 2 attacks dodged, you gain an action point. I quite like that one, because the enemies will start to dodge a lot. Just get some armor. I'm going to take the dodge one, I think. Right, so we can look at... Oh, I don't want to dismiss. Customize hero, that's interesting. I mean, I'm not really going to be bothering with any of that, but it's there for people that want to do so. Where do I see this? Oh, stash. So we have 2 different weapon sets, but I'm just going to stick to the wand. I'm going to give her the better wand. And then we're going to go to the shop. So we can actually sell that old wand. Got a nice hammer, so let's compare that to what Claire's using. It's a lot better. It's the same skills, but just a lot more damage. So I think that's a must. There's no point buying her trousers because she won't wear them. Offhand wand. Now I think these have changed. I think I've been reading on the forums that you can only use offhand things once. But I guess for the mage, but it does give them an extra 1 attack, doesn't it? And I might buy a shield for the warrior. How are we doing? 51. What about that bow? Is that any better than what we've got? Yeah, a little bit. Eventually we can get rerolls on this shop stuff, but I think that might be a town upgrade. You get scrolls, but well, eventually we'll want potions and stuff, but I think the basic equipment is more important first. So, Claire, what's her armor? This is better. I think we'll want to give her more actual armor to wear, seeing she won't wear trousers. probably that as well. I'll actually buy that potion as well, so let's go and have a look at our character. So we're going to give her the better hammer, and a shield, better armor. Actually, it was all stuff for the warrior, wasn't it? But the mana potion I'm going to give to other Meg. Yeah, she's got 2 little slots there. And I think they it's not consumable. I think once you've got a potion, it will refill between nights. I'll give the archer a bit of armor like that. I should go back into the city and just sell these bits. Right, now we're in our town. So so we can see that each of these pips is going to be how many nights we're going to be spent in this town waiting for this dude to finish his spell. We have, this is the shop. We have an old well, but that's just for scavenging. We have a health font, which can heal our heroes, but we don't actually need that. We actually want, which I'm going to have to build. So we can get rid of these old buildings. I want more gold, though. Get rid of that. And I want to build a mana well. So I'll pop that there. So this will... Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get another worker, unfortunately. But I can restore mana to a character a little bit. Only 6, which is a shame. But we'll give it to Wizard Meg. Look at them both with their bare legs, honestly. Oh, we can build some defences. So we know the monsters are coming in from this way. So what I'll do is I'll pop down a little gate here. So that's kind of our in and out. Exit and egress. Are they the same thing? We have materials which build the walls and stuff, so we'll just join these up. Can't quite finish it. I've got 18 left though, so I can maybe build a more basic one. Yeah, so we'll just finish that there. So at least the enemies will have to get through a wall now to get in. But let's bring them back. So that's Claire. Let's put these 2 behind there. We don't want them to be too far away because the enemies... Actually, although I think the mist has actually moved up, hasn't it? So maybe that is a bit inadvisable. So let's move her back there. Let's move her back there. We'll move Claire there. Ooh. And I think we're done. So let's start the next night. Deployment. Yeah, we're done. The seal is hard to reach from this circle. I can't channel it. It's too powerful. And back to hell. Yeah, I'm glad we moved them back a bit. I think we come in... We've got a couple of... They're called phasers. They're dodgers. They've got even more dodge than the runners had. Let's see what we can do with our new hammer. Not too bad. I think I'm going to do that again here. So not too bad at all. 1 action point left. A little bit of movement. I think we're just going to wallop them. And move away a bit. I might have been able to execute actually. I didn't see if that was lit up. It probably was. Well, he's got 15, so actually I don't think it was. So we've got Ranger Meg. Let's bring her in over this way a little bit. Her mana's low, so I think on these early rounds what I might just do is the 4 basic attacks. So we'll finish off a couple. There we go. I don't need her to move, so we'll go straight to Wizard Meg. And again, I think we'll just use our basic stuff to try and conserve our AP a bit while we're not too up against it. So we've actually cleared the screen. Let's bring Wizard Meg back and we'll use transfer on Claire. So she's got a little bit extra movement. And why has she got an arrow up there? What does that mean? Oh, she's buffed something. Not quite sure what. A bit of damage, that's alright. Not quite sure what that procced. We could actually use this as well. We can actually throw it, so I might use it on Ranger Meg as well. Got the achievement for that. And that's our turn. Bad mana node. I can't do this alone. Hold it together. All of this is your fault. Don't let them surround you. Yeah, so we just come here. We'll do our big hammer. Ooh. Not bad. I think we'll come and do it again. Ooh. Let's use Crush here on this row of 2. And then we can use our Execute there. Use it here too. There we go. So we just finished those off. Let's give it to a Claire. I think because these ones are sort of back in the mist a bit. Yeah, we'll just use our basic one, I think. Haven't really got a good grouping. Oh, miss. I've actually got one left. I've actually got a power attack we can do. If I come here. No, I still can't use it. How about that? Didn't dodge that one. That's good for her. Wizard Meg, I think we'll just use the basic attack just to try and finish them off. Wow, that was a nice crit. Just got one left. I think Claire will be okay, so let's... Not that I can actually attack still, so... I guess maybe we will transfer a bit of movement. Might as well. The magic circle is decaying, it won't hold! Here we go! Okay, what about this one? That's good, we can hit all our targets with that. Ooh, nice. That's probably going to be quite effective. One left. Do a power attack on this one, maybe? Okay. Move her there, she can execute this one. Come here and do the big one. That looks like it could work as an execute. I'm going to do another crush down here. Can't execute it. This is why I love this one so much. It's just, you can really thin their numbers, even if you don't outright kill them. There we go. We know there's 56 left. There must be a lot coming in the mist. But for now, I think we can spare a magic missile. Do a double on that one. Okay. Do that again. One left. I might move Claire back then. She's a little bit exposed there. My body! Oh no, the seal! It fights back! Another mage! Quick! Find another mage! There is still hope left. Surely the other havens will be able to break all the seals. No! It's alright, we're scripted to lose this intro one. That's what happens when we lose a haven. Now we have a couple of characters here. Let's find out what they do. This is kind of where the roguelike aspect of it comes in. We get to unlock new stuff with various resources. Welcome to the Oraculum, Commander. What the... Lower your voice, fool, or you will get us caught, and all will be for naught. What is this place? The Oraculum is what I said. Are you dead? Deaf beyond dead? A rather formidable place, if I can say so myself, blooming from the fathoms of your scattered mind. Who are you? I am the shadows, I am the dark, I am the pain deep inside your heart. Don't tell the other one, for I will help you. Let it be a little devious secret between you and me. Would you be so kind as to partake of those useless souls you collected from the slain? Partake, I think, is the wrong word there. I think she means to offer up. In exchange, I will share powers and arcana to help in your formidable quest. Will you sell your tainted essence to me, dear? Yeah, so we get to unlock stuff here, and it tends to be weapons and good stuff like that. Our one unlock we have available, we have 200 souls, which is the exact amount I need to do this. And at level 1, we'll be unlocking heroes with an extra 15 health as a base, which is good. Now we have other ones available. We don't have the money for it at this point. This one upgrades mana. We can unlock swords, cool looking swords, hand crossbows, Tome of Secrets, stuff like that. So that's good. So we'll back out of here for now. And now we have another one. Rejoice, O earth and sea, for I have come with gifts in hand. Oh my. Fear not, mortal, I wish thee no harm. I think I know you. Yes, for I am hope, a whisper in the dawn, a promise of light. I was two, but now I am one, a gleam, a mere refraction of what I could become. Where are we? Nowhere and everywhere. We dwell deep down and high above. Come to me whenever thou achieves mighty deeds, and I shall reward thee and thy people. And let us all rejoice, for thou wilt live again, until thy work here is done. Now go, my prodigal herald of hope, and come again. So this one unlocks as we achieve various achievements. So we've managed to complete the tutorial. So we've unlocked Gildenberg, which is the next town along. It has come to your attention that another haven is also trying their best to break the seal. Looks like Gildenberg could do with your help. So I'll unlock that. We haven't qualified for this next one though. It's just to survive 2 nights in Gildenberg, which will unlock houses. We can build houses once we're done with that. But that's good. That's all we can do for now. So let's go back and leave. So this is our map. That was the swamp one where we exploded. So we'll click on Gildenberg then. Select omens before starting a run to increase the strength of your heroes in your haven. Okay, so this is new. This wasn't in the early access that I played. We can have 3 omens here. Let's see what that is. Each haven has a restriction on how many omens you can select. Some will take more slots than others, but have stronger effects. You can change your omens between runs, so experiment and find the combinations you like. Cool. So we have, we can get more tainted essence to spend in the shop by 10%. All heroes with more health, that's a good one. 8 mana, that's definitely one we'll take. And all heroes with a movement point, so they're all good. I think I'll take these last 3 though. Like so. So more mana, more health, more move. That sounds good to me. I don't know what boundless mode is. You can use, I think that just takes off the limit. Is that what it does? I think this is, because you used to be able to select difficulty modes. I think this might be how you select difficulty now. And I'm going to do this because, as I said, it is rock hard. So I'm going to take smaller enemy waves. An extra hero. I think I might take all these. Because I'm not someone who enjoys rock hard games and the attritional nature of them. So I might just take all these. So we're going to get an extra hero, we're going to get extra golden materials, and things are cheaper to build. And I've added the extra tainted essence as well. I think I'm going to need all the help I can get, basically. So we're going to start with these. Yeah, so that's kind of how you customize the difficulty mode, I think, which is quite elegant. You can kind of tailor it to your wants then, can't you? Let's get started. Alright, let's zoom out. What have we got? So Gildenberg is on 3 sides. We have this sort of mountain here that protects us from the south. With the exception of these, which we'll come to as they occur. And they were really horrible when I encountered them in the early access, so I'm interested to see if they've been toned down. Here's our 4 heroes now. We have Manon, who looks like a warrior. We have Maeve, who is a wizard. We have another warrior, Aziza, and our third Meg of the run, who's our archer. So 2 melee, a wizard, and an archer. All women again. I mean, you can get male characters as well. We've had all women so far out of the 7 heroes we've had. Nothing bad, nothing wrong with that, of course. Just an observation. So again, we don't have anything really to do apart from to position our heroes. We're going to do that up here now. So we've got Aziza, who is going to go... Well, we'll have the... There is quite a wide area they can come from. So I'm not exactly sure kind of the scope of where they'll come from, but I'm going to... Meg's our archer, isn't she? She can go kind of centrally. Got Maeve, who's our spellcaster. It actually looks like a boy there, but Maeve is a girl's name. No, it is a girl. It's 100% a girl. There. And Manon, our other warrior, can kind of take a kind of like a frontline role here behind this rock. Might put Aziza there. I mean, they could come anywhere from here to up here, but I think for the first night they might stay fairly central. So let's just see. The misting hour has arrived. Okay, they're mostly up here at the moment, so we'll send Maeve up to deal with these. Not Maeve, Aziza. And we'll use Crush on this slot. Doesn't have the execute, so we could punch though. I got an achievement for that. Single target. She can actually get here, but I can see there's more coming up. I can see there's more coming up in the mist, so I might sort of get her out of dodge as much as I can. She does have armor up, which I will use. I have another warrior here. So in the mist, we can kind of see where the next lot are coming through, and I can't see any along this way, whereas I can see them up here. So it probably does make sense for her to actually move up a little bit. Kind of be on this side to help deal with them. Let's bring it back a little bit, because you never know. So we do have the transfer ability, so let's bring our mage up. And all I'm going to do is that, so that Aziza can get a little bit further out. She actually has more action points, but not much to spend them on at the moment. I mean, I suppose we can... Got one left, so we do that. And I guess I'll bring the archer across as well a little bit. And we'll see what happens. Oh wow, I haven't seen these flaming head dudes before. These are kindled. Okay. We did get one up here. I think then with Maeve... Is this Maeve? No, it's Manon, isn't it? I'll do a couple of those. I'll leave her there for now. Let's switch to Aziza. I might do her big attack actually. Might did it there. Might do it there even. These are all stunned, so there isn't a lot of point in targeting them. But I mean, I might as well, right? Yeah, here. I could have done Crush, couldn't I? I could do it now. I'll just hit this one. Come back a little bit. I think I might bring her down to stem if anyone is coming in this way. Bring her back a little bit. Archer. Probably take this one. Enough for it to not be a threat anyway. Okay, it seems like a waste of mana to attack ones that are stunned for the next turn anyway. I mean, I may as well use an action point. I'll just bring it back a little bit. the mage, so again, I think we're just gonna use the basic attack just to... Oh, okay, he doesn't have line of sight on that one. I wonder if she came here. No, but this one, yes. One more we can do, we'll do that. Pull it back. So we'll leave it there. Okay, we've got Manon again. I'm doing the crush over here. Do another one. Oh, this is the final load, actually. Not this one. There are some more in the... I mean, I can see them as far back as here, honestly. But we know there's going to be 29 more coming in anyway. Which is good knowledge. I'll bring it there. I think we'll do a big attack. Really well. Just leave that for now. So I might do the... only hitting 4. What about this one? Change your position a bit. No, that's 4 mana just to only hit 4. I kind of want to be there, so I think maybe if we come forward again. Yeah, let's hit this 5. One more, we can do a power attack. Kind of. Maybe this one. There he goes. Pull it back. So who hasn't gone yet? Aziza hasn't. It's still got loads. We'll just do a hammer attack. Pull it back though. Maybe Maeve can just finish this one. There we go. Not too bad. Leave it there. I think that's the last of them. 18 left. Right, it is going to get a lot harder than this, just FYI. For anyone saying it's not that hard, this is as easy as it gets. It's a lot harder after this. So I'm enjoying this while it lasts, which won't be nearly long enough. Those, and pull back. That'll do for now. 10 more. Okay, let's get Manon doing a bit here. We'll leave it there for now, and let's bring Aziza here. She'll do a couple of crushes too. What's she got? She's got quite a lot of action points left, to be honest. We'll do another crush then. We'll pull back a little bit because we've only got 2 more we can actually hurt on this screen. Manon might as well pull back now. Only 3 left. Fine, Aziza can take them on. I'm just going to punch this one. Feel bad now. Okay, there's only 1 more, but we'll pull back anyway. Might as well avoid taking damage if possible. And let's get Manon down to apply the finishing blow. And we're done. Damn, I broke a nail. Okay, so we did pretty well. Everyone's level 2. Maeve only killed 6. That's on me as much as it's on her. Full amount. So this is, we see the Tainted Essences stuff now. So Soul Harvest, fine. And we got a bonus for getting through night 1, which is kind of cool. So we could go and spend that. I think that'd be good, because I believe summoning costs 200. Right, so the next night, again only the one direction. It's going to be in the same place. None of them actually need topping up on mana or health, so I'm just going to leave them there, to be honest. But let's come in and see what we can do here. Let's get on the reward first. Blue hammer, pretty good. That's a lot better than what we're using. I think I'll definitely be taking that. But I mean, who's... That's a lot better as well, though. But it is a blue. I think you've got to take a blue, haven't you? So we'll take that. Let's do some level ups. Azizar. Just a straight increase to damage is probably quite good. I think we'll take that. All basic increases, none of which are jumping out to me. Let's re-roll those. Propagation damage. That is quite good, but it's mainly for magic spells that do jumps between people, because then it'll do an extra jump. Or in this case, those jumps will do extra damage, which is kind of nice, but it doesn't make any sense for the warrior. I'm going to re-roll that again. Ugh, I'll take stun chance. And perks, yeah, we're going to take the fatality one. I do like that on my melee characters. Let's have a look at Meg. So Meg is the archer. Ooh, accuracy. Blue accuracy looks pretty good. Yeah. See if we get a green or a blue. Range damage. I'll just take a straight increase to range damage there, I think. Perks. They've got the sprint we've seen previously. That one's I probably will take. I quite like the idea of perseverance. Anything that funds back action points is really good, I think. Let's have a look at their traits. So Jester, less health regen. That's fine on an archer. They won't be getting hit that much. More move. More damage at the loss of some mana. So yeah, I think they're all pretty fine. 2 left feet, so no dodge. Better stun chance. And does more poison damage. Okay. Maeve, our wizard. Hemophiliacs. So, but that's fine. They won't be getting hit that much. So I don't mind that too much. Mana. Green mana increase. Absolutely. 100%. Physical damage of... Do we do physical damage? I don't think we do. Like, it's not the same as damage. Physical damage is like with weapons. We're using spells. I might re-roll that. Daily regen up? Yeah, I'll take that. Perks. The mage can kill a lot of things, so we might take that. And then Manon, who is a bounty hunter. Tough, but thin skin, so less physical resistance, okay. Nothing outstanding, let's roll the dice. Extra health or extra mana? She's already got quite a lot, honestly, so I'm going to take the extra health on a warrior. Yeah, it's quite situational depending on what weapon you're using, this momentum. It can be good, but on the hammer we don't have any momentum skills. I might roll that again. Stun chance, I mean fair enough, the hammer's got stun. Perks, no fatality this time unfortunately. Armour is increased by 10% of the hero's daily health regen. So we're getting just a free extra 8 armour, not too bad. But I'm going to take the sprint, because the warriors in particular can sort of find themselves in a situation where they need movement but don't have it. So in terms of who gets the blue hammer, I might give it to Aziza, who's got this sort of flat damage increase. So I'll move that in there. And let's visit the shop. Blue bow, I think we'll be taking that. So let's see how that compares with what Meg's using. Same damage, which is disappointing. I mean, that's a lot better than what she's using. She does lose move points though, which isn't great. 1 there. Actually, yeah, I mean, that is better. So I think we'll take that. Notice one of the warriors doesn't have a shield, so I'll probably take that. Probably will take that armor. And the trousers. And the bow if I can. I've got quite a lot of money. Let's do that. So I'll upgrade that. We'll give her a shield. We'll give Egg a better bow. I want to be quite even-handed between my warriors, so I might give one the... Let's give her sort of as our prime equipment. And we'll give Manon the trousers, which is an extra 14 armor, so it's doubled her armor. She's got better than that anyway. Plus 5 mana on the trousers is interesting. Is anyone quite low on that? Yeah, I might give that to Meg. There we go, so she's got more mana. Go to the shop, we'll sell all our rubbish. Some of those charms can be useful, but I don't think that one's that good. Yeah, not quite sure when we get the reroll. Maybe you have to upgrade the shop or something. So let's have a look. Let's actually go and look at our Tainted Essence. So what can we upgrade here? Might be able to unlock a new weapon set. I don't understand. Are you lost, little lamb? Are you confused? Let me enlighten you then. Your dying world's echoes reverberate endlessly through the cosmos. You just left one echo for another. You see, the drama has not only wreaked havoc upon this sphere, realities have been twisted, mixed. Your runic nexus has suffered massive damage. You and I are now bound by imperious forces. So get me that Tainted Essence, quick. It's for your own good, my dear. You understand? So what have we got? Here we go, shop reroll for 900 though, so we can't afford that. It is pretty good though. I think all heroes with more, just spawning with more mana is good. Also applies to heroes already in your haven, that is good. So they'll get a boost. I quite like the tome. I like the spells that it's got, so I might actually unlock this next. I doubt it'll bring them into the shop tonight, or today. But we can always check. Have a look. Yeah, no tomes. Didn't think so, but hopefully from tomorrow we might start seeing those. New structures. What have we got? Nobody currently needs anything like that, but it doesn't. They will. So let's get a mana well going. I might build these sort of towards the back so that they're less likely to get hit if things penetrate our perimeter. Can't now afford the temple, but that might be able to change. Got 2 workers, so let's get 1 working on this. Not quite enough gold. Yeah, I've only got 72. Was it 80 for? Oh no, 70. That's all right. We'll put another one here. A little more fussy where this one will go. I don't think I can rotate it either. Well, we'll put it central. Don't need it at the moment. Build some defences then. So we know it's coming this way. Let's start with the wooden walls, just so we can sort of completely enclose. Put a couple of gates in. Because the good thing is that you can... So you see this costs 15 materials, and this costs 25, but I can upgrade that for 10, I think. So 136. Should go to 126. There we go. So you can upgrade the levels for just the difference in price, which is quite nice. So I'll just upgrade the ones that might get hit first. I can actually do a few more. Alright, well I think we're ready. So what I might do, I'll just deploy them where I would kind of like them to be. It seems to be suggesting things are going to come more down in this direction, so let's have Aziza there. Now these corpses are interesting. this wasn't part of the early access I played, so I'm just going to read this. At the end of the night, corpse piles can appear in places where many foes died. Use workers to scavenge them for resources and tainted essence. Ooh, the bigger the pile, the bigger the rewards. Corpses also have a bigger chance of appearing near or inside the haven. Oh, I didn't realise that. So I wonder if that'll persist between night modes, because I don't have the available workers to pillage those. But it looks like a positive thing for the haven, so that's good. Just kind of have people like that. Oops. I think, yeah, we'll go with that. But I think we'll probably leave it here for this first episode of The Last Spell. I hope you've enjoyed it. I think it's a great little game. It is rock hard, but I quite like the sort of custom difficulty mode we were able to do with our omens, as they were called. So, I know, it's it's not exactly pro strats or anything, but I think to sort of tailor it to your own style of play and the sort of enjoyability that you'll get out of it, because it's about having fun at the end of the day, isn't it? And I think to have fun, it needs to be a little bit easier. When we see like how when the waves are coming in from multiple directions and like boss units are entering the fray, it's going to get crazy. So we may see that next time. But yeah, if you enjoyed this, and as I hope you did, then please do hit the thumbs up button on the video. Leave me a comment. Did you play the early access? Have you heard of this game before? Might you pick it up now as a result of seeing a bit of gameplay? Let me know. And lastly, if you're watching this and haven't subscribed to the channel before, then please do, because it'd be great to have you. So thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time for more The Last Spell. Bye for now.